Hello everyone and welcome to HDpiano. My name is Dan, and in this lesson we'll learn how to play Canon in D, originally composed by Johann Pachelbel. We're going to take a look at part 1 in this video, which sounds like this. Alright, so that's part 1 in this video. The remaining sections, 2 through 5, as well as the whole song run-through, are featured at hdpiano.com, so head that way when you're finished here. A quick question before I break down part 1. Which song would you have played, or did you have played at your wedding? This song is really popular in weddings today, so I'd like to know what you would feature at yours, or what you did have played at yours. Comment below. So part 1. We're going to learn the bass line, the ground bass, as it's called in theory, in this section, and that's going to repeat throughout. The left hand will not change throughout the entire song, so that's really convenient. It starts in this D position, so D in the bottom, A in the middle, and D on top. And this little format right here is going to be applied across every chord. So we're going to move it up to A next. A on the bottom, E in the middle, A on top. So we go from D to A. The next chord is a B minor, and the left hand is playing B, F sharp, and B. And we drop down to F sharp minor, which is F sharp in the left, C sharp, F sharp. So let's look at the first chords. First 4 chords: D to A to B minor. Can you feel just shifting this position? F sharp minor. Now we're going to shift this position up to G, which has us on a G, D, and G. Back down to D. Back up to G. And we end the progression on an A. So it's A, E, A. All right. So those 8 chords again. D. A. B minor, F sharp minor, G, D, G, and then A. That is our left hand for this entire piece. It doesn't get any more complicated than that. We need to learn the rhythm though. We need to learn the accompaniment pattern within the left hand. It looks like this. So what we're doing is we're playing consistent eighth notes on bottom, middle, top, middle. Bottom, middle, top, middle. Bottom, middle, top, middle. Okay, that's the pattern we're going to use for this entire left hand. So let's try it slowly from the start. I'll go really, really slowly, and hopefully you can follow along with your left hand. 2 and 3 and play. And D to A to B minor to F sharp minor to G to D to G and up to A. Let's do that a little faster. 2 and 3 and 4 and D to A, B minor, F sharp minor, to G, to D, then G, and on A. And then loop all that. Let's see if we can do the left hand at recorded tempo. So here's our quarter note. 1 and 2 and ready and left hand. Repeat that. To A, B minor, F sharp minor, to G, down to D, back up to G, and then up to A. And here's where the right hand comes in. Watch it first. So compared to the left hand, the right hand is way easy. We're just descending on a scale. We're in the key of D major here, so we're actually descending within a D major scale. That's your D major scale, by the way. Okay? The right hand starts on F sharp, and then it just descends to E, then to D, then to C sharp, then to B, then to A, and then back up to B and C sharp. Okay? And then we get to a little harmony after that. But the single note melody on top is all we have when the right hand first enters. So let's see if we can play this together. Slowly. 3 and 4 and. Okay? The next and final part to this part 1 video is adding the harmony to that right hand melody, which just means we're going to add another note underneath the top note. So we had this. Now we have this. We're adding a harmony note underneath the melody. Okay? So that looks like this alone. And structure is just the same as the previous melody. All right, let's see if we can do that slowly with the left hand. 3 and play and. Okay, those 3 little bits, the left hand, that unison melody, and then the harmony melody, all make up part 1. At this point, you've learned everything you're going to learn in this video. So let's do a couple practices through. The whole thing, all of part 1, super slow. 1 and 2 and left hand alone. And D to A to B minor. F sharp minor, up to G, down to D, back up to G. Now the right hand enters on F sharp. Left hand or right hand harmony. And that's it. So that is the entire part 1 at a slow tempo. I think we should probably run it through at studio tempo just so we're covered there. So this is 70 beats per minute, and this is where we're eventually going to play the whole song. 2 and ready and part 1. Right hand. Right hand harmony. And that's it. So this is Canon in D. It's by Johann Pachelbel, originally composed by Johann. This is my arrangement, the HDpiano arrangement. It is meant to be accessible by anyone. Nothing too crazy in here. The rest of the parts do get more complicated, but I think it's within reach of anybody, new to the piano or experienced. And again, like I mentioned before, that happens at HDpiano.com. The rest of this lesson does. And I'd like to ask the question once again. Which song would you want played at your wedding? Or which song did you have played at your wedding? I'd like to hear about it. Comment below. Let's connect on social media. On Twitter, we will take your requests. We are at HDpiano. The hashtag is HDrequests. Send them. We see them all and love them. On Instagram, we'd like to see your performance videos. Send us your best 15 seconds of playing, and we'll repost it to our followers. On Facebook, a thumbs up. And then on YouTube, of course, if you haven't subscribed, please do that. My name is Dan. We're learning Canon in D by Pachelbel at HDpiano.com. This is the home of the hybrid piano lesson. We'll see you for part 2.